Pickaxe.
Hello, everybody. We are giving you a free premium preview of one of our bonus shows, Weeb Outsiders. We talk about anime news, games.
And what we watched, Michelle. And mine was a little weird.
I liked mine a lot. Probably one of my favorite animated series ever. So if you want to support us and get weekly bonus shows, as well as the 20-year back catalog and all of the ad-free versions of our regular show, Video Game Outsiders, you can head to videogameoutsiders.com, support us, and listen to all of the episodes in your player of choice. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a special Weeb Outsiders. We're going to talk about an anime that we each watched. We're going to talk about some Japanese or culture-related games, I guess, because a lot of these things now in this anime arena are Korean, I'm noticing. And, of course, some news. There's a lot of stuff here. I want to dig into a couple of topics. Apparently, there's some shit going down in the anime world. So what's up, John?
I'm good. I'm excited to do this, as always.
Yeah, I mean, we try to do this a couple of times a year. And it's always interesting. Once again, it has been for me. So let's talk about our games first.
Sure.
So I did play the latest HoloLive universe game called Hollow Village: Our Cozy Days. And I think the game is not as popular as it maybe could be because of the price. And even though it's not that bad, it's only $25. It's basically a little life sim, Animal Crossing-ish, but you have jobs that you can do in like professions basically and leveling up different things or whatever. But yeah, you're inviting villagers to your town. You are crafting weapons and tools and outfits and farming and taking down bosses and clearing out dungeons and caves. So I actually kind of like this game. It's a little bit more linear to start. It's very handholdy. But there's a lot of systems and there's a lot of crafting to do and world to explore. I don't dislike Hollow Village. So, yeah, I mean, it's got
positive reviews. Are there only little
reviews.
Cute girls in it?
Well, those are the HoloLive Universe girls, which is a VTuber group.
Oh,
and I went to their website because I was checking out the game, and it's like you can apply to be one and all this, and like it's a whole like corporation where they stream, and there's a bunch of them, and they have games, and there's like a whole world that I'm not familiar with, but I do always play the little games because they're kind of cute. Like one was a tower defense, one was like a fake MOBA down a lane. This one is like the life sim, Animal Crossing, whatever kind of game. So I knew I had to try it because Stardew Valley-ish, whatever. But yeah, it's not bad. There's fishing. There's like, cutting down trees and mining. And I liked making like the set. So I made like a whole like wizard set. I cleared out the dungeon. I killed a big bunny, John. That was like the enemy. But you can kind of just like farm and do what you want and like do quests for people, get all the girls into your village. So if you're familiar with the universe, like the Hollow.
Then what happens?
Well, then what happens in any game? Then what happens in Animal Crossing? I mean, I don't give a shit about VTubers or this group, but the game itself is sort of cute. Okay, it's not the best one in the genre, but I think it's being ignored because it has that attachment to the HoloLive girls and all this, and people are like saying, "Oh, it's a little too pricey." I don't know if I agree with that. It's definitely not a full price game, but if you play all these kind of life sim games, this is one that's probably under your radar that I think is kind of cute.
It's funny, Michelle, because I'm looking at the other games.
Yeah.
Like they have one called Chrono Gear. It kind of looks like a Castlevania style game.
I don't think I played that one.
It has overwhelmingly positive reviews.
That's not them.
Yeah, it is. It's the same developer. It's Hollow Indie is the publisher.
Okay,
Team
so
Chrono
the one
Gear.
Usually it has to have Hollow in the name. So they have Hollow Village.
Okay, well
Hollow
it's got
King
girls,
Hollow,
so I don't know if they're the Hollow girls.
Robo, Hollow Guard.
I see Hollow Base Ball.
Yeah, all the Hollow stuff is them. I played a couple of them.
But you don't think Chrono Gear is?
No, it would have Hollow in it.
It's all girls.
Well, maybe it is. All of the games for them seem to have Hollow in them. I mean, saying it's all girls for an anime game is not necessarily that weird. I mean, there's a lot of harem-y type stuff. It's even a genre when you look up anime. There's like a whole harem section. So,
oh, really? Hollow Kingdom, it looks... You see that one? It's all like 3D.
I don't think I saw that one yet. There's another one coming that's very anticipated. They release a couple a year. Like, I don't know. This is their most expensive one I've seen. So, yeah, you can follow Hollow Indie on Steam or whatever. But Hollow Village is kind of cute. Like I said, it's not like groundbreaking. It's not going to take down the big ones, but like The Girl Who Steals Time, I thought that one was fun and stuff. I play a lot of these types of games, but if you want to play something different. If you play all of them, check out Hollow Village. So I know last night we also checked out NTE, Neverness to Everness. It's sort of a free-to-play Gatcha Tycoon GTA-style anime open world game.
Yeah.
Launched in China before the US. Let's talk about it together. What do you think, John?
Well, I played it last night. I did the whole opening sequence until I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
And every time we do this, I'm kind of blown away. Like right? Am I wrong here? Like I'm like,
well, it's mobile PC crossover to start.
Sure,
and it's really
on
impressive.
It's on PlayStation too, by the way.
Okay, I didn't see it on PlayStation.
It's on the store, but it says it's not available for purchase. But there's a thread saying that PS Plus users get a bunch of free goodies with it. So
okay, because on their website it's only promoting mobile PC. So maybe it's coming later, or maybe it's delayed a day, whatever.
On the PlayStation Reddit, it says that it's now live.
Okay. Probably just came out like a little bit later. So yeah, impressive on the PC. It's got like full ray tracing and all the settings and everything you could want. DLSS, like these are, it's impressive to me
great.
About these sort of mobile PC crossovers at this point. And I say that, but of course console, whatever. It's interesting how much better a lot of times they are, how many more features they have than sometimes other games we get that have been ported over from something else, or I guess it's created with it in mind, because a lot of the, the biggest sales here are probably done, in on PC too, as well as mobile. So, John, I'm impressed by that right off the bat, just visually, how it looks, the presentation,
typical
having
combat.
Yep. Well, I don't know if I'd say typical. I mean, it is fast paced, but I guess you didn't get to the point where you unlocked your team and all that and played with them together.
Right. No.
So like you could unlock a couple of people right away. You know, they give you free quote pulls, and you have a team of 4, and you're swapping back and forth between them. The best thing to do apparently is just to have like a DPS support and a sustain. Like, so you want to have a good mix. You want to have that synergy, and you're going to be swapping between them. And there's an indicator telling you when to swap, which I like. So it's like, go there, use their special, build this other move. Now use this together. They link up together. But yeah, it does feel somewhat similar with the fast paced action combat, but they're doing, I think, a little bit different things with the, I don't know, like I have a whole support kit I got, and I can buff the floor and people have to stand in it. Like right away, I think they throw these like synergies at you to show that it's more like DPS, heal, tank based kind of thing. Like it does feel already more defined. The balanced team feels more defined right away. A lot of other times you feel like you have to get those, I need to build a rounded out team. I feel like here, maybe they engineered it that way. I sort of felt like I had a really balanced team right away. I've heard this game is very, very generous and it's not pay to win. I don't know what that means, because I also heard that it's all about your fawns, which is your currency. And if you don't have 1 million fawns in your account, you're not going to do as much damage. And like your player level, your hunter level, the fawns level controls everything in this game, like your apartment, your cars, because there's car racing, there's housing. I mean, it's a tycoon game. Like it's overwhelming, all the systems they have and everything they throw at you in this game. Right. Like I was definitely confused at first, because everything's controlled through your cell phone, and you're pulling up this sort of, it's not the menu dancing in this one that got me, like collecting this, collecting that. It's more like how many different things you can do. Running your own cafe. And of course it has the dailies and the weeklies and the battle passes and all that stuff. But just the fact that it is this quote unquote tycoon game, if you have liked more than just the combat and some of these other types of games like this is the game for you, because there's so much other stuff to do other than fighting.
Yeah, so I'm excited about the open world aspect of this and exploring that, because I've seen some pretty like amazing videos today, like on Twitter, people posting like just like lunacy type shit. Like someone escaped from a jail. You get put in prison in this game? Can you get arrested?
I guess. I mean, I didn't know that.
Someone posted a video and he was in prison, and he said that he was supposed to be in prison for a few days in the game, and he figured out how to escape from it. I mean, like, I'm like, what is this game? Right. But I mean, I played the entire intro last night. I was so impressed, and I'm always impressed with the characters. They're sexy, they're cool. There's love
some furriness going on in this game.
There is some furriness. Yeah, there's definitely some furriness going on.
Yeah.
There's that wolf guy in the beginning.
There's a wolf guy. There's girls with fangs and tails and ears. I mean, it's
there's
not
always
necessarily
fangs.
my scene, but
I understand. I mean, I'm not gooning over it or anything, but
no. You can appreciate just the artistic integrity of the animations and how it moves, and just the world, the attention
and every
to detail,
time we do this, and you know what? I'm glad we do this, because I probably wouldn't have played this game at all. And I'm going to install it on my PlayStation like right away. I'm assuming there's cross progression.
Yeah. Yep.
I also was impressed with, and by the way, the menu system you could tell is mobile-ish, like the dialogue boxes. It has that look, that mobile look to me, which I'm a little turned off by, but maybe it gets better later with the phone thing. But
yeah, once you get your phone, it's kind of all controlled through that.
But there wasn't a lot of friction to do this either. Like you just had to put an email address in, which I kind of appreciated. You didn't have to create a big account.
Yeah, we
got
the PC launcher. You just put that email address in. That'll let you hopefully cross-link.
And they send you a code, right?
Yep.
And that's it. Like, so I thought there was not a lot of friction to join because when we had the launcher, I'm like, oh, great. I got to make a fucking account on this thing.
You need to just get these things on Steam, and we'll be talking about that later. More and more of these games are coming to Steam. But yeah there's like mini games as well, like fishing, Tetris, Mahjong. But yeah, it's really all about the Tycoon stuff. And
so the Tycoon's a big part of it. Like just
making money, growing things, growing your business, growing cars. You have a garage to show off cars. You can repair your cars. You race with cars. You can have a quote passenger princess with you, which is your little one of your people in your group. You put, I guess that's me in real life. It's a woman who likes to be driven around, John. But yeah, so you can, these characters are a huge part of it, being friends with them, inviting them over to your apartment. It's got kind of everything in a life sim mixed with GTA and the making money and the fighting thing. So look, I thought the fighting was pretty fun. I killed like the first 2 bosses or whatever and got to through all of that and figured out, which ones I like and how things work together. And yeah, the fighting is fun, but I feel like if you just like fighting in games, there's probably other ones you'd probably play. This is the one for people who want to be in this world, in this GTA-esque world, and just experience everything. Go around, maybe do shopping, maybe get arrested, figure out what you can do. It seems like a playground. And so that, I think, is what you might find fun. You can climb to the top of buildings, John, and explore. Yeah,
well, exactly. I love that shit. So I'm reading this article, though, on PlayStation Life, and it's saying that it's a PS5 console exclusive that came out today.
A lot of them are. They only do PlayStation. They don't even do Switch.
But here's what they said. It's described as a supernatural RPG, and you're playing as an unlicensed anomaly hunter, and you're getting contracts and stuff and commissions. Is that a big...
Yeah, you're taking down like demons and weird shit. I mean, it almost reminds me of the Digimon game I played where these sort of anomalies were kind of breaking through reality.
I had a game like that too. I forgot the name of it, but yes.
It's a big trope, but I mean, it kind of works here because it does feel like the city is being like distorted. Shit gets turned upside down. All of a sudden they start coming out of portals. You have to kill them. Then you get rewards. So there's kind of like the city, like anything could happen. It almost feels like live events are going on in this city. Like, the reality is being torn apart, shit's coming out, you're taking care of it, then you get rewarded. So it does kind of work for the city aspect of this game, but I didn't get to experience like running my own cafe yet. I did get my house or my apartment. I did get all that. And so there's so much to experience in this game. I think it's definitely like deep, and it's one of those games that just seems like, yes, there is a mini game to roll for characters. It's not just a card pack. If I don't know how you didn't get to do that yet, I'm assuming.
The pulls, yeah.
Yeah, so you're rolling a dice and it's taking you on this like player board, and you almost forget that you're rolling for characters, because a lot of the times, like, sometimes if you have spent money, which I really don't, I usually just do the free stuff. You're opening packs, you can kind of feel like that's what you're doing. They kind of got you lost in a mini game here where you're trying to roll on this board to get to certain points to unlock things that are on it. So it's actually an interesting way to present getting characters and getting rewards, because it takes you into this. So if you claim all the free codes that are out there online, you'll be able to get a bunch of people. You'll get like a guaranteed S or something like that. Yeah, I think I'd recommend this for people who like more than just the fighting in these games. So... yeah, that would be you, I guess, because you like an open world where you can fuck around.
World stuff. And the PlayStation Reddit has a bunch of codes too, like you're talking about. NTE 0429.
Yeah. There's all these free gift and all this shit. There's all these codes.
Gift, NTE, have fun.
Yep. I did all that last night. I love a free code.
NTE, now to enjoy.
Yep. Look, it's a cute game, and I think like, especially if you're somebody who only plays free stuff, I get why it's harder you're competing with free games now to get people to buy your $80 game when there's a game like this and so many others that are hundreds of hours of really well done crafted content. Like, you can't just shit on it and say it's some free mobile game. No, this is out console, PC, mobile. I could see it going to Switch too, but a lot of the times, John, though, it is weird. They do either mobile, PC, or then they'll also toss in PlayStation. So they don't do
Makes
Xbox.
Sense, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd think they do Switch. Maybe Nintendo. I was wondering if they were more like hesitant to allow this sort of stuff, taking time away from playing Switch games, or
I don't know. I think PlayStation is just maybe more dominant, but I don't know. I think
there's
Switch
more people.
Yeah.
Even basics. Maybe this basic Switch couldn't run this. Honestly, like it is pretty impressive graphically. Like I had everything maxed with like full ray tracing and all that shit, and it looks really good. So
now this guy on Reddit says what this game is, they copy mechanics from every popular game, throw GTA open world on top of it, and make it anime. That's what it is.
I mean, there are a couple of these anime style GTA games coming. There's like Anata and then like the Doki V or whatever that is that like the Crimson Desert team is working on. I probably got the names wrong, but this is the next big scene, I think, for these games. It's no longer like Zenless or Withering Waves or whatever. Right. It's like the open world GTA. Who's going to do the GTA anime and have it hit? That's what's happening.
Right.
So there's like,
but here's the question I have going back to what I started saying in the beginning. Like, obviously we're talking about this game because we're doing a Weeb episode this week, right? Would we be talking about this game otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, I already known about it. I had talked to Ryan about it a couple of weeks back. And I was originally turned off by like some of the art and shit that I saw. But I think now that I get more what it is, the reason why you're seeing this varied stuff is because it's such a varied world. Like it's not just one thing. So if you're not into one section of it, go do something else. Just make money and grow your wealth, really. It doesn't matter how you do it.
Right.
So I
now,
mean, I probably would because of the show.
That's the other big...
yes, that. And also the one that the Crimson Desert devs are working on. You remember the trailer for that? You were excited about. I think it's Doka V or something like that. I think the next big scene here is who's going to do the biggest, best GTA anime game.
Yeah, Nada looks sick.
Yeah, a lot of these games look really cool. And you can see that, like, just the talent of the people and the passion of the people working on these games. Like, even if you don't play them, like, it's pretty cool. And it's definitely different. So, would I have played this? Probably not if I didn't do VGO, if I didn't do Video Game Outsiders. But I don't necessarily think I wouldn't play it if we weren't doing Weeb Outsiders. But it just,
because what I'm kind of getting at with this question is that listen, when I played this game last night, I was kind of in awe of it. I'm like, are there more of these games that are coming out all the time and it's just not on our radar?
No, I mean, we talk about them. I think they're not on your radar. I don't think you've played. Have you played any of the big ones? You didn't play Ark. What was that last one? I just played Ark something. And I've tried Withering Waves. I've tried Genshin. I've tried all the Hoyo Universe games. I mean, they're not necessarily like that other game we just talked about with Ryan with the Seventh Eternity, whatever, that castle game with the Studio Ghibli art or whatever. That's actually still doing, I forget the name.
Again, that's another game
doing
that
really well on Steam.
Like, blew my mind. Like,
it's got a lot of players. Like these things are going on and they're often overlooked by a lot of people, but I don't think it's like niche anymore.
Right.
I think this is mainstream. It's just that our listeners generally on VGO don't really play these types of games. They're more playing Western games, mainstream things. But
Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah.
Seven Deadly Sins, yeah. When you compare the quality, though, you know, like even something like shitty that our listeners loved that we didn't like the last Borderlands game.
Right.
You like, I don't know, like the quality of the stuff is good, whether or not you like it or not. It's just like quality stuff that's being made and it's big money. And, you know, when we talked to like the girl from China who talked about how China was starting to take over PC gaming because they conquered mobile, I think that they sort of look at these games now as more than mobile. They look at them as, you know. Well,
gaming's just different. I mean, phones can do stuff now that a PC can, you know.
A lot of people have a dirty word mobile in their head, but when something like this is out on console and PC too, like I didn't even feel the need to mention mobile. I know that's where they'll probably make the most money, but it doesn't feel mobile. Maybe the menus do, John, like you're saying. I don't know. Once you get your phone, I think it's better. You would never think it's mobile. It feels like a real combat game. It feels like a real crafted world. It looks cool. So I think people should open their mind up more to different things for sure. So check out NTE. Neverness to Everness if you're interested in GTA style games, because I think it was impressive. All right, so let's talk about the show we watched. I don't know what you watched. I don't think you know what I watched.
No.
Now, when we do this, I often watch the same types of things. I like romance animes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, you had sent me something. Elon Musk says Your Name is his favorite anime film. That's one of my favorites. I do like that director. I like Your Name. I like 5 millimeters per second or whatever the couple of other ones are. So Your Name is a really good movie. I have to agree with Elon there, but I wanted to watch something different because I do like
Elon's just like sitting watching this shit. I think
he's a nerd. He's a gamer. I think he's
picturing him in his.
Yeah, I think he appreciates it.
This is very good. I like this.
This is very good.
I'm sleeping under my desk, and I of course.
But yeah, like I do like romance stuff in anime, but I also like things that I like outside of anime. Like The Matrix is my favorite movie. I like psychological, philosophy, things like that. So anyway, one of the ones that was very popular that I never watched is Death Note. Now this is from the guy who went on to direct Attack on Titan, which I know is very popular. Didn't resonate with me, but Death Note really does. I think this is an awesome.
I almost clicked this.
Awesome series. Now, it's only one season of 37 episodes, which are kind of split into two because something happens midway. People say I'm a little bit more than halfway through the 37 episodes. So I did not watch the live action movies. This is the original animated series from 2006. And I did want to break away from the romance stuff and do something else I like. So the thing I noticed right away with this, and what Death Note is it is a book that a human finds, and if you write a name in the book, they will die. And it has this like whole rule set of like, and the main character is like really brilliant. He's like a Sherlock type character, and at first the enemy he's fighting feels like Moriarty, but it's not like good and bad. It's morally gray. So it's also really reminded me right away of like the 90s Batman cartoons with the Joker and Batman and the detective stuff. It is a basically psychological, philosophical, anti-hero, morally gray, like kind of really well done Sherlock Moriarty type detective thing that is awesome. So yes, it's a book, but it's grounded in something that is going to remind you, I think, of a lot of other things that aren't like supernatural. Like it feels like it's almost like a crazy Batman Joker thing. So you write the name in the book, somebody dies. If you don't tell them how they die, they have a heart attack. If you tell them how they die, like it happens within 40 seconds and all this stuff. And
wait,
if you
they
don't
die
do
that
this,
fast?
Yes. So basically the guy who finds the book, or the high school kid, he's a brilliant high school kid. And I like the character. He starts taking out criminals, right? And he's going to rebuild the world. He starts with sort of, I don't want to give too much away, but he starts kind of like, yeah, I'm going to clean up the criminals. I'm going to do the right thing, and he starts getting hunted by a detective named L. And then it becomes, I'm going to figure out who L is because L is trying to stop me. So now I may or may not do other things just to get to L. But there's also a deal you can make with the demon who sort of has your book. Because like, I guess they drop a book and you're not supposed to have a human find it. But if they do, whatever, the demon has to follow you around and make sure like you're whatever. So you can make a deal with your demon, and it gives you something called the eyes. And if you have the eyes, you can see people's names above their head, and then you can kill them. Because if you don't have that, you don't know somebody.
You know their name.
You know their name. So you have to know their name and see their face. I'm butchering this, whatever. I'm going all over the place. But
they die instantly, so it's not like these
you have to
people
write it
know.
In the book.
It would be kind of more exciting if they knew they were in the book and had to somehow prevent.
Well, you could tell them you're in the book, but you don't want to get caught with your. So your Shinigami can sell you like the Shinigami eyes for half of your lifespan. And when a Shinigami looks at a human, they see their lifespan above their head, sort of like that one game I played.
Really?
So they can see names and lifespans above heads. If you get the Shinigami eyes, you lose half of your lifespan. But you can see everybody. You can basically kill anyone
Google
you want.
Google glasses.
Exactly.
Kind of walking around with
it's like
interface.
demon Google glasses. But yeah, like I really thought that this was well done. I just like the writing. I like the sort of playfulness of the cat and mouse, and it becomes a detective. And then like midway through the season, it does totally change up. Introducing a new set of characters and a new kind of people. There's like, I don't know. Like this is one I'd recommend to people who even hate anime.
It's on Netflix. I saw it.
Yep. If you even liked, like I said, the 90s Batman cartoons, or you think anime is weird, there's none of like the weird, yes, there's like a demon involved, whatever. There's none of like the weird anime stuff with like open mouths and yelling and like, battles. And it's not like that at all. Like I don't like that sort of anime. This is one that like, I think is just like so well crafted, like almost like Seven or something of like some psychological horror thriller film from like the early 2000s that I think anybody could appreciate. So, because I have brought it up to a few people and they're like, oh, I don't watch anime. I would never watch that. Ew. I'm like, okay, but not all anime is like, I don't know, Dragon Ball Z, okay? Or something like it's just this, it can be anything. And this one in particular, I think is just really well done. So yeah, check out Death
that's
Note.
my takeaway with a lot of the anime we watch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always thinking to myself, who's this for? Because on the surface, it seems like it's for kids, but it's clearly not. You know, like, some of it's really dark and violent and
it could be for
sexy
kids. I mean, we grew up watching violent stuff.
I guess. Some
90s,
of it seems really over the top, though. Like,
I mean, kids are smarter than you think. I'm not talking about a 7-year-old, but I think a teenager could understand Death Note. I mean, it takes place with a kid who's in high school and then goes to college.
Right.
But I think for me, this is like a gateway, I guess I would say, because I mean, the majority of anime can look a little, if you look at the most popular ones, you know, the majority of them can look like ones maybe I wouldn't be interested in. You know, I like the peaceful romantic ones. I like, you know, ones like this that are sort of psychological, philosophical. And that's definitely a part of anime. But there's another part that just might not appeal to you. I don't like the battle scene weird shit. I don't like Attack on Titan. I don't get into that. I don't get into the power fantasy of One Punch Man. I don't get into any of that. But I still really appreciate anime because there's sections of it with things I really do like. And like this also has this sort of sense of humor type thing that reminds me a little bit of Love is War, which is a series I liked, where there's two people competing and they're throwing quips at each other. I find it to be like smart and funny at the same time that it's thought provoking. And you don't often get something like that. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, I think Death Note is special. I think I can see why it's pretty popular. So
I'll check that out. I'll try at least one episode. Just see
try a
what
couple
it's
of
like.
episodes. See if you just get into it because I mean, if you sold it to me as just there's a book, you write a name and they die, I'd be like, oh, that sounds stupid. But there's a lot more going on. It ends up being this sort of clash between two really smart people trying to outsmart each other. And anytime that's going on, like, I'm in. Like I said, I was taken back to like the Sherlock BBC series or like the Batman series with something like that. So check out Death Note. It is on Netflix.
Face Off movie.
Sure, Face Off is a classic. But yeah, get two smart people trying to outsmart each other. I'm in. So I really liked it. What did you end up watching?
So I kind of look for things that are violent or have guns or whatever.
A lot of people
do.
I mean, it's just not my thing.
So I don't know. I saw Kill Blue. I'm like, all right, let's just try this. Have you heard of this one?
I don't think I have. I'll look
Kill
it up.
Blue. It's on Netflix. And so what it is there's this guy, Michelle, who's a legendary assassin. He's like the most badass fucking guy. He can kill anyone he's a gun for hire. It starts out, he goes into this, building with these gangs and he kills everybody in it and leaves with a briefcase, right? And he's working for like this like syndicate where they kill people for hire, right? And he's part of a syndicate. But what happens is he steals this wasp nest that's in glass, okay?
That's awfully random.
Well, he doesn't know what it is, right? But he's sent there to get it, okay? Well, the glass breaks and he gets stung by the wasp that was in it.
Uh-oh.
And he's turned into a 12-year-old boy.
Oh, no. I thought it was like a Spider-Man thing that was going to happen.
So now he's a 12-year-old boy, okay? But he still has all of his assassin skills. He's really a 40-year-old man inside, okay?
Okay.
And he's still working for the syndicate. So
it's funny that this would appeal to you. It's that violent.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be this story though, right? Because the assassin guy as an adult is badass, but then he turns into a fucking kid. I didn't know this was going to happen, right?
Okay.
But and then so the leader of the hitman syndicate says, you know what? Okay, you're a kid, but we're going to take advantage of this.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
Right, and I guess that he actually started out working for the syndicate as a kid. He was like a high school dropout. They trained him to kill people when he was really young, and then he became 40, and now he's a kid again. But now he has all this experience behind him, but he's a kid. So the leader of the syndicate says, hey, listen, my daughter is going to this private school. I want you to check it out in disguise to make sure it's okay, right? And so, he's like, what the fuck? I'm a kid. I don't want to be a kid. This fucking sucks. Yeah. And, he's also divorced. And I guess he doesn't get along with kids as an adult. And now he's a kid having to get along with other kids. So he goes to the school, and of course, there's shit going on in the school, right? And so he's like protecting the other kids, and he's bringing his gun to school, and it's
bee
hit.
sting. It's awfully.
And then he kind of like, I would say he falls in love with, but there's a girl in school who's the most pretty girl of all.
Is this another way to say it's not a kid, it's a 3,000-year-old alien baby or an AI? And it's not weird because he's a 13-year-old boy, not a 40-year-old man.
Well, here's the thing. They kind of dance.
Is this a 40-year-old guy falling in love with a 13-year-old, John?
Well, no. Well, what he falls in love with is her ramen.
Oh.
So this girl, she's half Canadian, and she's in the school. She's tall, she's gorgeous, everyone loves her, and she's creeped out by everybody because everyone's always coming on to her. But here's the thing. Yes. Her parents, her father owns a pharmaceutical company, a really big one, and she's uber rich, right? And the father, I guess, is involved in some shady shit, and he's developing some weird drugs, right? And so she gets kidnapped. And that's kind of where I left off. And so he rescues her, and he has to kind of reveal that he has these powers to save her, right? And now they both have a secret because she works at her uncle's ramen shop, and she told him, you cannot tell anyone I work here because this is like, I'm going far outside town because I don't want these creepy boys finding me. They're at school.
Or this creepy 40-year-old guy who's telling.
Right.
Little does she know.
So these thugs who kidnap her threaten to destroy the ramen shop if she doesn't give up the secrets. And he loves the ramen so much that that's what he's trying to protect, not her, the ramen.
Well, it's one thing to want to protect her, but you said he fell in love with her. I was just...
Well, no. Well, they're dancing around it, okay?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. But he's saying that he wants to protect the ramen more than her.
He can't admit that. I think, maybe he just can't admit he wants to help somebody else because he's cold-hearted. You know, he had a bad childhood.
But she rejects him right away because one of his missions was to meet her and talk to her and get to know her. Yeah. And she's like, get away, creep. But that was his mission. And then it got to him, the rejection. Right. What the fuck? I got rejected by this girl. Now it's a challenge kind of a thing.
Right. Okay. Are you going to keep watching it?
I don't think so.
All right. Swap to Death Note.
Yeah.
Death Note is actually well crafted.
This one's not shit by any means. But what it's turning into basically like this middle school drama with like these cliques and...
Yeah, I don't love the middle school drama ones.
And then, but at the same time, he has like this superpower. Like in the beginning, some weird guy in a panda suit came and was like about to jerk off to these girls.
What is happening?
Yeah. This guy shows up at the school with a panda head. He's naked. He has underwear on, tight underwear, and a panda head. And he corners these girls. And you just see his crotch above their heads, like the shot. And then he's seeing it, and he's like, oh, my God, I need to help them.
It's a perv show. What is happening?
I know.
They try to draw people in with the John Wick art. I see the beginning, and then he's,
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, so what made me click on this more than anything was when I clicked on it to read about it, Netflix said that this is one of the highest rated thumbed up shows of all the anime.
Of all of our anime?
Users. Yes. There's a little
especially
blurb.
by 40-year-olds that want to go to high school.
It said this show has the highest number of ratios of thumbs up than every other whatever.
Well, here's where I'll take issue with that. So IMDb gives it's a 7.4. Now for an anime, that might as well be a 3 because most anime has a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
Or an 8, 9, 10. So to see a 7.4 for an anime, that's bad. I know I'll probably get yelled at, but that really is. For every anime I look up is like high rated. People are pretty generous with it. I mean, usually because even if you don't like it, it's like so well crafted, you can just appreciate it. But yeah, I don't think this is a highly rated one. Netflix is lying.
You think they're lying?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they have their own way to... They have their own way to say like top movie of the weekend, and it can be like something just because it got the most plays at this hour. Like the way they come up with that, like I don't believe it because it would have like a 9 or a 10 on IMDb. There's no way that's higher rated than Attack on Titan or, Death Note.
Yeah, I'm on the app, not my TV, but it says most liked on the app.
Well,
on the TV, it
sure,
expanded
a lot of their
that.
anime is most liked, but All right. Well, let's talk about some other stuff going on. So Tokyo Game Dungeon 12 is an event going on Steam, as well as the Eastern Games Fest going on Steam right now, where they're showcasing games from around the world, especially in Asian markets. Japanese solo devs are being featured with the Game Dungeon stuff. So there's a lot of like demos and little things going on. These are like two events that kind of go on in the background. Sales, you might notice like a lot of cheap games and demos, but they don't get a lot of attention. But they're happening.
Anything good?
I'll have to look because next week is light for me gaming. I know you're going to play Saros with Matt, but I'll have to look because I don't just only play these types of games when we do Weeb Outsiders, right? They're just a part of our gaming world now. So I might poke around and kind of see what's going on. And speaking of that, there was news Zenless Zone Zero is finally going to Steam, which people are saying there might be more I don't know how to say it, Hoyo-verse games coming from Hoyo. So I don't play Zenless. I know Ryan does. Coming to Steam is probably a big deal. AFK Journey also just landed on Steam. I played that back in the day on my phone for one of the shows. They just did a free run crossover. It's another free-to-play crossover game. And more of these are popping up on Steam. I really do think that that's the next thing they need to do. Getting your own launcher on PC is going to prevent people from playing them.
I agree with that.
So those two just, there's news about Zenless. That one just popped up. And then, so I did play the Final Fantasy MMO. The new expansion, Evercold, was just announced. It looks a lot better than the last one, which I wasn't that into. So I don't know if I'll look back at this game. It's coming in January 2027, and
you'll play it. That's a ways away.
I don't know if I will. I played the last expansion a little and stopped because I just couldn't get into the theme and the story. But this one looks a bit more back into like the stuff I like. So Evercold for Final Fantasy 14 is coming in January. And yeah, there's a lot of weird shit going on right now with anime. Apparently Google Play has just removed Doki Doki Literature Club, which was a game I played on one of our shows that Jedi recommended. They said
Why?
It violated the terms of service. Now, the game does show, like, I guess it has self-harm, okay? So, but it's an old game. And it's definitely done in a way where it's not, like, glorifying it. I don't know. It's weird.
So it's widely celebrated for portraying mental health in a way that meaningfully connects deeply with players.
It was a crazy ride, that game. But
or is it?
Yeah, I mean, if you mark something adult or whatever and it was up and now they removed it, people are saying it's a slippery slope right now with censorship going on. I guess there's something happening with Crunchyroll. It was blocked in Japan. There's something like crazy going on right now. And I'm pulled the articles. I haven't got to it. So they're saying there was this 1.2 million user data has been stolen and sold to a single user from Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is blocked in Japan. Social media is on fire as controversy around the data leak grows. So that's connected with it. That's from April 6th. So that's a little old. So I'm sure it's all been worked out. But there's another article here that I wanted to kind of go through to see if it's connected. It says Netflix, Disney, and more just shut down a major anime streaming app. Now, they mean because of the popularity of anime on other platforms? Because that's something I've been watching for a while.
So Netflix and Disney, they collaborated once again on their efforts against anime streaming piracy.
Okay. There was an app that just did pirating.
Yeah, this time taking down a major app that allowed users to stream anime illegally.
Anime Play. Okay, so it's like the Netflix popcorn thing. What's interesting is, I don't know if it's true. I know somebody who has some connections at Crunchyroll, and they're saying that they are potentially going to be purchased by Netflix.
We've been saying this.
Yes, and I've been saying this, but I guess Netflix is very aware of anime. They are pushing it more. Amazon is even starting to put it on. Disney is starting to put it on. Crunchyroll, can they exist just doing anime when a lot of the anime we talk about now, it's on Netflix. So,
which wasn't the case when we started doing this, by the way.
No. In the last couple of years, it's changed.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's going to happen. Monopolies, whatever. But Crunchyroll might be, especially with this data leak that went on, I could see some changes going on. Netflix overtakes Crunchyroll as top anime streaming platform in global markets. Yeah, I had heard that it
That's
was
from
the top.
yesterday.
Yeah, it was already the top in the U.S., but now globally, if it is, that's
It's noticeable, Michelle. Like,
yeah.
again, when we started doing this, we had to do Crunchyroll because there just wasn't enough stuff on there.
Yeah, Netflix has now surpassed Crunchyroll as the leading platform in most markets. Okay, outside of Japan and China. So it's still not those. So once it gets to the top one in Japan and China, which is probably next, it's not going to be long for Crunchyroll. So it's basically leading all Western markets right now and South America. The shift marks a significant moment in the industry as Crunchyroll has long been considered the primary destination for dedicated anime fans. Netflix's growing dominance is also supported by the internal data. Half of global subscribers now watch anime on the platform.
So the Anime Store, according to this, is the number one. The Anime Store is the number one streaming service in Japan.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
No. Oh, wait, I think I've looked there for, do they also sell stuff?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's the letter D, Anime Store. Where's their website? Is it only in Japan?
I mean, you should be able to get to it.
Well, the app's on Google Play and it's all in Japanese.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with the movies, like the box office hits and half of people on Netflix watching anime, like if you think it's mainstream now, it's just beginning. And it's going to impact gaming as well. It's not just the movie theaters or TV shows. Like, I guess this kind of goes along with that too.
Here. That's number one.
Yeah.
Look at
I mean,
we can't use that.
No, but that's not going to last forever either. I bet, as they become more westernized with stuff. This goes along with it too.
What's number one though? We should look on here to see what the top shows are.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably watching different things that we get later too. A lot of times, like they're brought over later.
Right. So Witch Hat.
Yeah, that one I've
one.
heard of that.
You have?
Yeah. I want to ask you about this. It's kind of weird. So Toho announces shift to, quote, anime mass production phase amidst increasing demand, aiming to reach quota of 30 seasons per year by 2032. So this is a Japanese entertainment company, Toho, revealed its expansion strategy for the anime business as part of its financial results presentation. Usually, you don't hear about this sort of, quote, mass production phase. It's, ready when it's ready, craft, whatever. But they said there's such a demand for it. This is like being pumped out, basically. Are we at risk of losing what made anime
right? It's like a
cool
commodity
and special?
now.
Yeah, it's mainstream. When something really becomes mainstream, are people going to? It's going to get more.
I mean,
controlled, more censored.
full-blown mass production doesn't sound like art. Like,
no, I mean that's how they call it. They say we will be shifting our anime production towards full-blown mass production.
That's pretty graphic, by the way. It's just like very like. Listen,
Full
we're going into
frontal.
full-blown mode right now. Okay,
Maybe it's
this
just
is
like
serious.
the way they translated it, and it just means we're going to be work hard on it. But I mean, saying we're going to do 30 anime seasons by 2032, they will be pumping out an increasing number of anime titles. The final goal strategy into strengthening the revenue for its IPs, multifaceted monetization. So yeah, a lot of these people at these companies now have been talking about the fact that like you need companion games for every popular anime. We do get that. I mean, there was even a little Death Note game, which was sort of like Among Us. I didn't play it, but it seems like all of these anime games, anime shows or whatever have like games that go along with them. So it's not just making that. They said the film business will become the new pillar of the community. Yeah, I mean, maybe the box office is the next big area they're taking over too. What was the other one I like? There's a Bleach movie coming. There was just that Demon Slayer movie. There was a Chainsaw Man movie.
Yeah.
Like, the movies aren't stopping either, and they're breaking records globally at the box office. So yeah, I think, John, it's definitely changed even in the couple of years we've been doing this.
Yeah. Toho did Detective Pikachu?
Apparently they're pretty big. I don't know. I don't really look into like who did what. I only happened to see that Death Note was done by Titan Attack on Titan director. And I do know like the one movie director I like who did Your Name and all that other stuff that I like. But I'm not really that familiar. It's funny because you can start to see the things you like and don't like and then look into them specifically, like I kind of do with American directors. Oh, I like Denis Villeneuve, or I like, Alex Garland, or I like whatever, a certain director,
Right.
and I'll watch their stuff. I started doing that with anime, like, oh, I like what they're doing. I like this guy's stuff. So that does make me want to take another look maybe at Attack on Titan because I do like Death Note so much, but I don't know how much impact like the director has. I don't know if he wrote it or anything like that. They're all based off manga.
So Toho looks like it's published or whatever, released a lot of stuff that is recognizable. I mean, a lot of Godzilla stuff, a lot of Studio Ghibli stuff. Big
IPs.
Yeah. Got a ton of Godzilla shit. You need to watch Spirited Away, goddammit.
I know.
Please
I
watch
keep
it.
hearing that.
If you're going to watch one, just watch that one and see if you want to continue.
The man who leaked the unreleased... Not that kind of leaking. That's the guy who
leaked.
Yeah, the man who leaked the unreleased Avatar: The Last Airbender film got arrested in Singapore. I don't know how many years he's going to be doing, but they don't take kindly to crime in Singapore. But that's another film, Last Airbender, that's coming. So, yeah, it's whole
that
area.
doesn't appeal to me, by the way. I don't know why. Just looking at it.
I mean, it doesn't really appeal to me, but I've been kind of shocked. Sometimes like you did, like, what's that pirate one? One Piece?
One Piece, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I mean, so sometimes you like things and you'd never know.
I don't like the bald guy with the arrow on his head.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty good at looking at something and seeing if I like it or not. Like, I got to at least like the art style a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, I'd be curious. Watch Death Note, and the next time we do this, tell me what you thought of it, or just tell me personally. If you guys want to find us during the week, of course, we do Video Game Outsiders every week. Check us out on videogameoutsiders.com. Join our Discord, and I think that's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. And if you want to sub to us for our bonus content, go to videogameoutsiders.com.
I'm sticky like wet rice, hot like wasabi when I spice. Grab your body pillow, stick it in the middle. Sip your tea, turn off the light. We're living our best life because we're eating on the floor tonight. Let's go! B-O-D-Y-P-I-L-L-O. Let's go! Body pillow. Body pillow. Let's go! B-O-D-Y-P-I-L-L-O. Let's go! Body pillow. Body pillow. I got a tummy full of ramen, running like Naruto. Got my skyline in the driveway, domo, arigato. Reading manga with the tentacles. Gonna see my neighbor Toto. Got a great body pillow, got a great body pillow, got a great body pillow. My neighbor Totoro's got a great body pillow, got a skyline in the driveway. A skyline in the driveway, got a great body pillow, got a great body pillow. B-O-D-Y-P-I-L-L-O. Let's go!